Kathmandu, Nepal, is in turmoil tonight as anger over corruption boiled into violence. Protesters stormed the home of former Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli, setting parts of the residence ablaze in an unprecedented act of rage against the country's political elite. The dramatic scenes unfolded in the capital as thousands gathered, waving Nepal's national flag and chanting slogans against corruption, accusing the government of failing the people. What began as a demonstration quickly escalated. Motorcycles were torched, windows smashed, and protesters forced their way into Oli's residence. Videos show furious crowds tossing furniture into growing flames, with thick smoke rising into the night sky. The mob accused leaders of looting the nation and betraying the youth. Placards denouncing the government as murderers were carried through the streets as protesters vowed they would no longer stay silent. The fiery destruction of Oli's home, once a symbol of political power, has now become the face of the people's fury. Clashes with riot police added to the chaos. Security forces struggled to disperse the crowds as stones were thrown, fires lit, and barricades torn down. Vehicles outside the home were engulfed in flames, while protesters filmed themselves inside the burning residence, documenting what they see as the fall of corrupt leadership. Witnesses say this movement is unlike anything Nepal has seen in years. The country's youth, fed up with broken promises, economic hardship, and corruption scandals, are now taking to the streets in force.
It is very good for our country. Now I think like us youth will stand and will develop the country.
Protesters declared this was just the beginning of a wider uprising unless leaders step down and reforms begin immediately. The government has condemned the violence, but protesters insist they will not back down. Many see today's fiery protests as a turning point in Nepal's political history, where a new generation is willing to challenge the old guard, even at the cost of burning symbols of power to the ground. For now, Kathmandu remains tense, as both the government and protesters brace for what could be an even larger wave of demonstrations in the coming days. For now, Kathmandu remains tense, as both the government and protesters brace for what could be an even larger wave of demonstrations in the coming days.